welcome back. Today we're gonna learn a double Lkick. This is actually a very simple trick, but it allows you to do 2 Lkicks in one go, which is a nice effect. So for this one, you have to check out which way your cartwheel goes. If you cannot do cartwheel, well, practice that first. It's not really hard, you'll have it in no time, right? So in my case, my cartwheel goes from my left hand to my right hand, like this. Right? And actually, there's a couple of ways to do this, but in this case, all we will do is first do an Lkick from standing on the left hand. And if you cannot do that, I did a tutorial on this, but it's very simple. Once you lean on your hand like this, right, you pivot the leg. Some people call this move also the knight. And then if you want, you can bend this leg like that to make a more cleaner effect. But once you lean on your hand, push down on the floor, don't go over yet, and just make this little knight, and then simply kick your foot with a straight leg towards your hand, and there you have a simple knight or Lkick like that, right? And as always, I suggest always doing the thing on both sides. So the more you have control over your body and in these freezes, the better it is. So once you have this, on the other hand, in my case that's actually the right hand, we want to have a push Lkick. Now what's a push Lkick? This one is one where you push in from a handstand, for instance. But in this case, you're going to practice it from a cartwheel. So what you're going to do is simply cartwheel over like this. Once this hand reaches the floor like that, all we will do is push down on the floor and kick our leg, in this case it's the left leg, towards our arm with a straight leg. Now if you cannot do an Lkick at all, the trick is always really making this kick while you're upside down. It's super simple. And you push down on the floor. So from the cartwheel, you do that, right? That's all it is. So once we got both them down, we can actually do it in a row. So if you don't have momentum forward, you will go in a circle. I don't like that effect, but it is okay if you do it like that. This means you do a simple Lkick like this and go back to the handstand. As soon as this hand starts touching the floor, you push. It will look like that, so it's like this. So you do Lkick, touch, and Lkick. But as you can see, I now make a sort of turn sideways. It's okay, but I like it more if you really go into the cartwheel line. So to do that, try to be really nice and up while you do the Lkick, and try to actually pivot your hip a little bit above your body, so your hip will already tilt you into that cartwheel move. It doesn't help to really think of cartwheel, right? So when we do that, we actually fly in that direction. See that? I'm not flying in a circle, but actually in that direction. And of course, you don't have to do Lkicks. You can play around with this move and do it however you want. You don't have to touch your feet. It's up to you to play with this. So go up, do an Lkick, to the other side, and do an Lkick. And there you have a double Lkick. If you want it, of course, more ways to practice this. So when you can do an Lkick, try to go back to the handstand, to the other side Lkick. So that's also a way to do it, but I like this way. It's sort of like a weird entrance move, right? So it's kind of nice. So go over, do an Lkick, go the other side, do an Lkick, like that. Once you have this down, right, it's kind of a nice effect in itself, and of course you can continue from there. Guys, practice this. It's a nice little transition with 2 freezes in a row, and I'll see you next time.